Before I call upon the mayor, in life, you have the pleasure and honor to meet individuals that you feel there's something very special. And during the course of his election, the mayor asked me to sit down at the Miss America Diner. And Tom, I was immediately impressed that he paid. Bowl of vegetable soup and a cup of coffee. And the mayor asked to talk about reentry. Blah, blah, blah. Talk about reentry. And Father, I thought, we had a good conversation. He asked a lot of thoughtful questions, and I thought that was the end of it. And the mayor went on to win the election. And he called me up and said, I'd like you to come and talk to me. And he asked, he goes, well, how would you like to put that to work? And I was working at the privilege, I was at Integrity. And Mayor Fulop, Steve said, I want you to do this. I want you to do it right. This is a critical issue for the community. I want one Jersey City. And he says, go out there and do it, and whatever it takes. And this has been the most rewarding aspect of my life. I think in large measure because I have the privilege and pleasure of working for a man who had a vision for reentry, saw all souls as redeemable, and made it happen. And as Tom DeGeese knows, I am an indefatigable pain in the, fighting for resources, fighting for space. Ask Shay, we finally got him out of Martin's place, took everything I had. But this city is blessed. And I see Maureen and a lot of old families. I see my parents here. This city is really blessed. It's an extraordinary place. But I think in large measure it's an extraordinary place because we have a mayor who, frankly, when no one was talking about reentry except for Tom DeGeese, there weren't mayors talking about it. Steve Fulop said, I want to make this a cornerstone of my administration, whether you're Republican or Democrat. I know I have a great debt of gratitude to somebody who, despite a little controversy I had in 2005, he was willing to take a chance because he thought it was the right thing to do. He's a man of great character, guts, and strength. Our mayor, Steve Fulop.
Thank you. I'm going to say that I share some of the blame. I'm going to say some of the blame that there is no air conditioning in this room. And I will tell you that about 6 months ago, Governor McGreevey came to me and our chief of staff and said, I have this great idea to have a aspect of the reentry program in a church, and what better place to come in. And he had this vision of this chapel, and he explained it to us, and we said, yeah, sure, Jim, sure, whatever. And then 4 months ago, he came back into us and said, I know you fund us a lot of dollars in the CDBG money, but we need another $1 million. And Mark and I said, Jim, stop it. You got to stop with this stuff. And as Tom knows, he's relentless again and again. I need $1 million. I need $1 million. And we said, no, we have funding this, and we're funding that, and we're funding little leagues, and we're funding non-for-profits throughout the city. And Jim says, fine. And then about 2 months ago, Mark and I wake up and we look on our voicemail, and you see the head of Little League from Pershing Field calling, and the head of the Soccer Association, and the head of Roberto Clemente. And everybody has the same thing. They says, Jim says you agreed to cut our funding. And we had to go to each one of them and say, listen, that's not the way it's going to be. And here we are today. We reiterated to Jim again and again, you use the money you have, no bells and whistles, and voila, no air conditioning. So I share with you that it's been an experience, and one of the best hires that I could have made, and I couldn't be more excited and happy that we made that decision here in Jersey City. Jim told you the story on how we all met originally, and we sat down at the diner, and I didn't know where that conversation would go, but when he shared the problems that exist not just in Jersey City, but in urban areas around the country. You have 3% of the world population, 25% of the incarcerated population, 2,000 plus people coming out of the prison system to Jersey City every single year, the recidivism rate, the lack of housing, 70% of them have addiction issues. And when you go through all of that, you understand that this is an issue that's not unique to Jersey City. And when you heard the passion that he spoke about it with, it was really a no-brainer to move forward on this. You know, I am proud of this program for so many reasons. You heard about it earlier, some of the people that you really are changing lives in a meaningful way, and that's really what our role is in government. And when you talk about government overall, what's really special about this program is that if you look at all the different partners that make Jersey City a model in the state of New Jersey, you have a Republican governor, you have county leaders, you have local leaders. It's a bipartisan issue that touches the state, that touches the county, that touches the municipality, all working together to make sure that we are making lives in Jersey City and soon to be a larger area in New Jersey, in Atlantic City, in Paterson, and Newark, better, because this is a true model for the state of New Jersey. So I couldn't be more proud of your work, and I just want to say thank you all for the work that you do in coming out today and supporting us and digging in a hot room, because we all know, and I know that you all know, that the work that's going on here at Martin's Place is special work and important work. Thank you.